There is a moment, often quiet and unannounced, when the seeker begins to sense that the journey itself is an illusion, that all the years spent in pursuit of meaning, of peace, of awakening, were not steps towards something far away, but circles around what was always right here. Papaji's words pierce through the layers of spiritual effort, not with aggression, but with clarity. You are already that. That which you long for, pray for, meditate upon, study endlessly, is not somewhere in the future. It is the very awareness that notices the longing. The mind believes the truth must be earned. It builds altars of practices and philosophies, assuming the sacred must be complex, hidden behind rituals or disciplines. But the truth, simple and luminous, does not need to be found. It needs only to be seen. Like someone searching for their glasses while already wearing them, we look for the self outside of ourselves. We beg the world to show us what we are. But the world reflects only our assumptions. The one thing we never question is the one looking. This awareness, silent, untouched by thought or time. The idea that something is missing is the seed of all spiritual seeking, and yet it is a seed planted by the mind. The heart, when still, knows no absence. In that stillness, in that silence, something becomes obvious, not as a concept, not as a belief, but as direct knowing. You are here. You are aware. And this presence, this simple, effortless being, is what all the seeking was trying to reach. To recognize this is not to achieve anything. It is to stop pretending. It is to stop running. It is to sit without effort and realize that what you've been chasing has always been the one who is watching the chase. The idea that we are distant from truth is itself the first illusion. The second is that we must strive to overcome this distance. But what if there was no distance at all? What if everything you are trying to reach is simply obscured by the very effort to reach it? The spiritual ego is subtle. It wears robes of humility, speaks the language of devotion, and builds temples out of aspiration. But underneath its reverence lies a silent assumption that what you are is not enough, that something else, someone else, somewhere else holds the answer. Papaji cuts through this illusion with terrifying kindness. He does not offer a method, he offers a mirror. And when you look into it without trying to change what you see, something extraordinary becomes ordinary. You realize that there is no seeker, only seeking, no path, only presence. All thoughts of progress, of stages, of awakenings, they belong to the mind, and the mind cannot awaken. It can only dissolve. What remains is not a person who has become enlightened. What remains is that which was never asleep. This is why so many miss it. They search for fireworks, revelations, dramatic transformations. But truth is not loud. It doesn't perform. It doesn't need your attention, your approval, or your understanding. It simply is. And you are it. The one who is reading these words, the one behind the eyes, the one silently watching thoughts and sensations rise and fall, that is not the seeker. That is the self, the timeless, formless, ever-present awareness in which all experiences come and go. When this is seen, something rests. The nervous effort to become dissolves, and in that rest, in that stillness, a gentle smile may rise, because now you know, you never had to become what you already are.
So what now? If there is nothing to seek, nothing to attain, and no one to become, what remains? Silence remains. Not the absence of sound, but the absence of grasping. A deep, effortless silence within which all things arise and all things dissolve. This is the ground of your being, this space in which the dance of life moves. You are not separate from it. You are it. Papaji said, "Keep quiet. You are awareness itself." He was not suggesting you abandon the world, but that you stop abandoning yourself. Stop running in circles, chasing what was never lost. Look, not outward, not even inward, but from the stillness that is already here. That stillness is not a state. It is not an emotion, nor a thought. It is not something you can experience because it is the very presence in which all experiences occur. To rest as this is not a doing. It is the end of all doing. It is not even rest in the usual sense. It is what remains when the seeker disappears. And in this, there is a strange beauty, because the world continues. The sky is still blue, the birds still sing, but something in you no longer chases, no longer resists, no longer separates. There is only seeing and being. That which you were seeking, peace, truth, God, awakening, has no form, no color, no name. It cannot be possessed because it is not outside you. It is not even within you. It is you. You are already that which you seek. The journey ends not in arrival, but in the discovery that you never left. And that is the most tender, most powerful truth of all.